One.
Hey guys, I just wanted to take a minute to go over the project and how the next phase of our cell unit is going to work. So in this module, we're going to be diving deep into the eukaryotic cell structures and how they work. The final product that you're going to have to produce is a model that you're going to build, where you'll compare the structures of that model to the structures of a cell. You're going to be making analogies, so there will be similarities and differences. So, for example, I've had people in the past compare a school to a cell. If we take one of the main structures of the eukaryotic cells, which is the nucleus, its job is to control all the functions of the cell. So let's think about our school. Who's in charge of the building? Who is the head person that you would go to, or head person that runs this school? It would be the principal. All right. So you could make the analogy between the nucleus and Miss Marcotte. Now, yes, they're very different, but within their environment, they have similar jobs. Okay, similar functions. So I'm going to show you this one right here. I know it's tough to see because I'm using my computer. I'll have all these models out in class, but I had somebody last year did a phenomenal job. They built a car. Okay, they made this model car, and they were able to present all the analogies, why they made them, how they were similar. So that's the final product. Now, this is a project-based learning module. So you're going to learn through the project. So first thing you're going to have to do is obviously take a look at the project overview. I'll go over this in class, but again, you may forget something that we talked about. You may have a question. You always can come back to this project overview here. So let's get this up, and you can take a look at it real quick. Okay, so I have the overview. I have the rubric, and it's also explained in detail here. There's going to be three main components to the project: the structures, diffusion, osmosis, and active transport, which you'll learn about, and then cellular respiration or photosynthesis. So if I come back to modules, I want to show you how you're going to navigate through this module. Again, you're going to be learning as you go through assignments that you'll complete or choose to complete, because there will be some choice for you, and obviously through face-to-face conversations with me in class. So I'll always provide you with resources, videos, notes, that kind of build off of what we talked about in class or review what we talked about in class. Then you'll see I'm going to level the assignments that you need to complete. So if you look here, the first thing we're going to start with is the organelles. I have a page of cell organelle assignments that are at a level 1 grouping. So basically, that's where you're going to be gathering some of that background information that you're going to need in order to be successful for this project. So if you look here, you'll see I have some requirements. So I'm telling you that you're going to have to complete at least 3 assignments, with one of those being a vocabulary. So you have 2 options for the vocabulary assignment. You only have to complete one of these. And then you're going to pick at least 2 of these. But you'll see that I'm putting some rules here. So you have to do assignment number 3. Okay. The reason I did that is because I think it's a really good assignment. It's really going to help you out. So I want you to make sure you're exposed to that. And then I'm going to give you the option. You can choose either one or 2 to do in addition to that. Now, because I'm giving you choices, that mean, let's say you wanted to do all of these. Could you? Of course. Okay. If you feel, hey, you know what? I did these 2 assignments. I did these 3 assignments. I still have questions. Before you just do everything, if you're at that point, make sure you have a conversation with me. But you can also, do some more assignments if you feel that's what you need. This is where you kind of have to make a little bit of a choice here. Then you'll have to move up to the level 2 assignments. This is going to be more where you're going to start to apply some of the information that you've learned. Okay, so we'll get this page up right here so you can take a look and see what it looks like. So this is still under construction. There's a few more things that I'm going to add to it, but you'll see that it's going to say, in group 1, you must complete at least one of the assignments below. So there's an analogy assignment. And then this one I really like. I think it's a really good one. But there's, another reading here where it's making analogies, so you'll see what they're like, because this is what you're going to have to do for the project. So it's really starting to get you ready for that. And then I'll add some more in group 2. These are going to be some more like diagrams, because you're going to need to know the structures, where they're located, what they look like. Again, it's going to help you build your model. So you'll see that it's project based. You're learning as you go through building your model. So as you go through and do this, guys, I would be, again, thinking about the project. Always think about the project. Okay, hey, you know what? I just learned about the nucleus. I was thinking that I wanted to do the school, for example. Okay, let's use that as an example. It's a pretty good one since we're here every day. So I know, all right, I'm going to compare, Miss Marcotte to the nucleus. But I also know that I use the hallways to get from one place to another when I have to go to another class. So that's similar to the endoplasmic reticulum. All right, so I'm going to make that analogy. You got to start thinking about that stuff as you're going through the project. Now, as you finish the different sections, you're going to have to quiz out. That would be level 3, where you're going to have to demonstrate to me that you have an understanding. And again, it's going to be based on a score. So let's say you take the cell organelle quiz and you pass with flying colors. Boom, you're going to move on to the cell transports phase of the project. If you struggle with it, okay, then we're going to have to figure out where you made your mistakes and how we're going to fix them. All right. So again, you'll see cell transport would be after organelles. There's a couple requirements. There's 2 labs that you're going to have to do, and that work will be submitted. Any other assignment that you don't see on here as a submission does not have to be submitted, but you still need to check in with me as you complete it. Okay, so I can make sure that it's done properly and you don't have any questions. And then I'll add also in this module the photosynthesis and cell respiration. Okay, so again, that's just a quick overview. But any detailed questions, make sure you ask in class. I'll be checking in with you along the way. I'll have checkpoints throughout the unit or throughout the project.